Hello everybody, how's it going? What's going on, everyone? Let me just come on over here and just, this is going to start it. I'm going to need to mute it. Okay, thank you. Now, y'all, drop a number 1 if you can hear me in the comments section. Is this even on? Nope. Sorry, please hold. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello out there. Hello? What's going on? Beep. Let me make sure this is working. This is a new microphone. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, so y'all, drop a number 1 if you can hear me and if it sounds okay. This is a new microphone. It's like a real microphone. Y'all, we're not going to get anything done because this right here is so much fun. You would think I'm Whitney Houston or damn Mariah Carey up in here. This is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, well, number 1. Okay, cool. Hey everybody. Okay, number 1. Okay, so the mic sounds okay and it's working. I can turn it up if we need to. I'm trying to put it in this little holder. Here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, we got a number 1. Hey. How's it going, everybody? What's up, everybody? Let me mute my thing up here. Yeah, it's going to be quiet for a second if you're just joining because I didn't have it turned on, but now it's on. So there you go. How about that? I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Jenny. Y'all welcome Emily to the sofa, our lovely friend, our lovely moderator. Hey, Audra. She keeps us in line. And hello, Emily. How's everybody doing? Hey, Nancy. Hey, Claire. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Elon. Hey, CJ. It was a good day. Oh, thanks, Trad Mom. I have been too. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Nat. Hey, Pepper. Hey, Tea Time. Old Soul, what's up? I'm wearing a shirt that someone sent me. I don't know. Let me come over here. Y'all sent such amazing things. I greatly appreciate all of the cards. Isn't this cute? I just love that. Y'all have just been amazing. Thank you so much. I hope everybody's doing well. Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Hey, David. Hey, Lorraine. Unintentional. So y'all, today, y'all, we are going to be reviewing the 58-page letter. Let's give Emily a shout out. She called me up last night and walked me through how to get to said letter. So we do thank you for that, Emily. And so what we're going to be doing, and she also let me know today, she was like, some of it is like kind of a little bit dry, like it's like Sarah going into like a legal explanation, stuff like that. I mean, it's 58 pages, right? So we might not get through the whole thing today. We're going to see what we do. I started reading through it, just skimming through, and I was like, whoa, this is intense. So we're basically going to see if my body rejects the letter. Hey, Holly, how's it going? Hey, Indy. Hey, Shayna. So we're going to see if my body rejects the letter at some point. It's been a long day. I went kayaking earlier. It's very hot here. I hope everybody here is doing well. Now, very quickly, just let everybody know, let's do a little housekeeping. Hey, Half Rudder, it's good seeing you. So this is the podcast channel. This is a separate channel from the main channel. So if you just found this, I do have 2 channels. They're down in the description below. This channel, we just go live from time to time and do stuff like this. The other channel is like my the edited videos are over there and that kind of stuff. It's more structured, things like that. Thanks, Holly. And so there's that. What else was I going to say? So tomorrow's video is going to be on a reaction video and review and summary of Paige Hannah. Oh, there's Derek, friend and moderator and everything, and best friend and brother from another mother. Hello, Derek. Tomorrow's video is my reaction and review of Paige Hannah calling out former friends and business associates, Jody Hildebrand and Ruby Frankie. So yeah, she did 3 videos and just spilled the tea on both of them. So that's coming out tomorrow. There. Oh, hey, Dwayne, how's it going? I hope you've been doing okay. Okay, so here we go. Oh, thanks, Deb. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, True Crime and DIY Fails. How's it going? Okay, so yeah, let me get over to my little screen here. Please hold. Okay. Where are we at? Here we are. Okay, so I'm going to share this with y'all so we can read. This is a lot, y'all. I mean, this is a lot. Okay. So we're gonna kind of, we're gonna get to the best we can. Where'd y'all go? Hold on, please hold. Where'd y'all go? We're gonna present. Hey, Iona, how's it going? Thank you, Wing. I do appreciate it. Share screen. Share screen. So many buttons to click. So many buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons. Okay. Let me make sure y'all see the same thing I do. Please hold. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There we are. Please hold. Let me get back to my thing. Hey, okay, so this is for anybody, people who are not familiar, this is Sarah Boone. She has been incarcerated for 5 years. She's going to let us know up one side and down the next. She has allegedly, okay, it's not like there's a video of it that was on her phone of her doing this or anything, but she has allegedly taken the life of her former lover, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. His name is George, in a suitcase. And she has sat incarcerated for 5 years in Florida. And she has gone through lawyer after lawyer after lawyer after lawyer because of stuff like we're about to read. So basically, she's on her 8th lawyer now. That lawyer is begging to get off the case. And Sarah recently was in court. She wrote the judge a 58-page letter, hand-delivered it to him, and now it's been released to the public, as we know, and that's it. So this is just her little entry thing. It is handwritten. She has all her information here. Let's continue. Now, she doesn't waste any time, y'all. The second that I got to this page, y'all, I was like, I literally didn't expect anything else. I was like, what did you expect? This right here, right? So it says, Honorable Judge. It's some of her, this is going to be a little bit tough because I can't read some of her writing, like the last name I can't, Kraywick or whatever. Ongoing 5 years, ... Why can't I, ... She's so dramatic. So dramatic. You can hear her saying this stuff, right? That's half of it. It just blows my mind. Okay, here we go. So, why can't I use my constitutional rights? Am I the only one who cares about the ongoing violations of? Have a bond. Have all my medical records. Have all my digital evidence and discovery. Have all my paperwork. Some notes, letters, pictures, everything of mine returned by former attorneys. Speak to my investigator. Have a complete download of my phone. We clearly know she doesn't know it's on the phone, right? I mean, she's like talking about like damn, steak, filet mignon. Okay. Have any of my witness list give any insight, understanding, clarification, truths about my case, especially to my attorney. Be listened to by anyone, especially my attorney. Be respected for who I be respected for who I am truly, especially by my attorney, and not be disrespected for the something attorney, and not be for the something malicious murderer all the world has falsely, incorrectly created and believed me to be. We'll get to that in a second. Be treated fairly, lawfully, and be protected by the justice system. Properly, rightfully, and completely defend myself. See all and know the same as the world. See all and know the same as the world can and, please all, does, including my attorney, from all the phenomenal, non-permissive amount of something, the entire case available on the globally. See, this is where a lot of this stuff is very hard for me to read. Before my trial, and most important, before I have seen myself. What doesn't anyone know already about my case? How about my side and everything about everything? Be correctly understood that I am not the problem for reasons I am not. I am appointed by the court attorneys, number 8. See my letter 7/21/23. Say what I want and should, but all the world can, and say it all wrong and warped. Okay, let's pause there for a second. So, yeah. This is the same song and dance she's been screaming and crying about from the very beginning. And again, here's my thing. I'm always like this. I'm like, look, obviously everybody wants and deserves an attorney in this, fair representation, all this type of stuff, right? We get that. She is abusing the system. Okay, literally the line that she said about "I'm not the problem" tells you everything you need to know, right? Also, read between the lines of how, and I get what she's saying because her case went viral for obvious reasons, right? Obvious reasons. Please all. Okay, she is. Oh, heavens to Betsy. She went viral for all these reasons, so yeah, everybody's like dissecting it, right? I mean, that's just how this stuff goes. So I get that would be frustrating from her standpoint, but she's not helping that. And we already heard from like the last attorney that they're like, look, there's evidence of this, the records that she wants, that she's like written, like she's gotten this stuff before. I think what she does is she changes the goalpost. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, I want the records, and they give them to her. But I think that there's something missing. It's like, it's never going to be enough. Again, we've already seen this with Daryl Brooks. We've already seen this. Like, it's literally part 2. Okay, let's keep going. Why won't my attorney ... give me an honest answer? Show me everything she says she has and finish reviewing for my case, but withheld from me after I asked repeatedly for and about. See, this is what I'm talking about. Give me an answer other than I'm putting this to rest. That's not necessary. Or I'm not having this conversation with you. But this is the thing, and the attorney already said she's trying to work in the case. And Sarah's coming up talking about this obscure stuff that the attorney's in here like, I can already see how this would go. This does not matter for your case right now. It does not matter. The bond thing that she's going on and on about, it's like, you're not going to get, like, why are you going off on this bond thing? You're not going to get it. Like, it's just, you're not going to get it. So let's go up another thing. She wants her to do all this work for something that's just like, there's no way. Okay. But Sarah's convinced that her fans will come to her rescue for that. Okay. Grant me access to anything I ask for in and about my case. Can you imagine? You would literally sit there. She would require a full-time secretary if they did that. Like the detectives in my case, stop putting words in my mouth. You don't need any help with that, Miss Sarah. Okay, here we go. Tell me what's going on in my case. It's been well over 100 days. She's been my attorney, and I still do not know, ongoing 5 years, answer any of my questions. Ever ask me any questions? How can she supposedly know everything she needs to know from what she's been told, heard, read, seen? Reassure they're on my side, for me, not against. But this is the thing, Sarah's her own worst enemy. She is against her own self, her own best interests, the attorneys, but you can never convince someone like her of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can never, because most likely, and I'll bet you this has gone down too, I would almost guarantee you the attorney has gone to her and been like, look, your best thing, you know what, let's do a plea deal. Let's do it this, let's do it that, you know what I'm saying? And, or they're going to offer you this or that, whatever, you know. She's not going to take it. She thinks that she 100% thinks that this is not, you know, it's not her fault or whatever. Okay, wait, wait, hold on, let me see what this says. Hold on, pause. Okay, first of all, thank you for the super chat. Nefertiti says, my theory is that this is the most attention she's ever received, and she will do anything to keep it. Amen, girl. If she actually completes trial, she will go back to being a nobody, and all this attention will go away. Yes, let me repeat that for people who are just listening. So Nefertiti, thank you for the $20, and she says, my theory is that this is the most attention she has ever received, and she will do anything to keep it. If she actually completes the trial, she will go back to being a nobody, and all this attention will go away. 100. I absolutely agree with you. That is 100% going on here. The way she talks about herself and talking about fans and this and the whole world knows about me. I'm like, let's not get carried away, girl. Okay. Like, yeah, a lot of people do, but it's also very niche. You know what I'm saying? The whole world doesn't keep up with true crime like this. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? It's just, hey, Wing Beats. The whole world doesn't keep up with this, but in her world, it does, and she loves that. I'm sure Daryl Brooks loved the attention he was getting, too. Okay, let's keep going. Please hold. Let me find the screen. Here we go. Okay, so we are out. Okay, where are we at? Tell me what's going on. Ever asked me any questions? Okay, here we go. Why have I already been judged in the court of a public opinion? How did that happen? Where do you want me to start, Sarah? I wonder, you know what would be cool? Imagine if the judge let viewers call if he let the viewers call in and answer the questions from Sarah, like on a Zoom call. I'd like to answer bullet point number 3052, please, on why have I been convicted in the court of public opinion? How did that happen? I mean, who all wants to chime in on this, right? Okay, why have I been sentenced by anticipation and condemned before my predicted trial? She's getting real tricky with this word language here. Again, the basis of her point, I get. Yeah, Melanie, like a telethon. We're sitting by the phones, taking phone calls. Can you imagine? Yeah, we've got, but I'll bet you, if they let her, like, if we could call up and donate like a honey bun to her commentary and answer a question, she would totally let us, right? And this would be, television can't beat this stuff, okay? Television can't beat this, and especially that, like an interactive situation, which is where I think the whole state of the world is headed to anyways. Okay, so yeah, let's keep going. Where are we at? Why does my attorney and all the world think my case is already over? Oh, girl, trust me, they only wish. It's not that it's over, it's just that we're kind of going through the motions. Okay, we're kind of trying to. Sarah doesn't understand the gravity, and I would question this. Has she been able to watch her interview that she did with the police where they show her the video of the suitcase? Has she been able to watch that with an objective frame of mind from start to finish like we all had? Because a lot of these questions would be answered to her if she was. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is, I'm like, she doesn't seem to grasp the gravity of the video on her phone, as well as the context and the nuances surrounding her, the cops being like, well, here it is, and that whole interview that she did. I don't think she understands that. She thinks she can excuse it away. But again, it's just like Daryl Brooks. He thought he could get up there and talk his way out of the situation, and that's not how it works, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, so she says, Your Honor, during our first introduction, at my last withdrawal of court appointed attorney, number 7, Hobson. I love the way she'll like reference like with, receipts, kind of like her version of them. You stated to me your uninvolvement with any of my letters I write. Pardon me. I'm still going to write my letters as conduity they are to the world where as something they are to the world where all my potential jurors are located, and this is the only way only one, including yourself, knows the very necessary insight, please hold, to my continued disadvantages, hindrances, impediments I'm still experiencing, on top of the new spurring my intentions to write the race to the pulpit. The race to the pulpit is unfair, and it is important to me that you are aware and understand what happens when the cameras are off and we're all in between my status hearings. I mean, yeah, she thinks she's a celebrity, 100%. She is a celebrity in her world. 2, as many of the advantageous embezzler, racketeers, mindless lemons, and just altogether mean people can use their freedom of speech, not knowing me in any way other than what's being said by all the other mean people, and being said incredibly incorrectly, so can I. Well, I'm glad she dug her heels into that. This is like, I would say, compared to some of her other writings, this one's definitely more rambling. She's usually more like, with it, if that makes sense. And HASIN, thank you very much. She says, female version of I don't consent to be called that name. Looking at sounded good, Paul. Thank you very much. And immediately no. Can we hear Paul say, it was a good letter? Thank you immediately. All right, let's go back to that good letter. Okay, so she says, as the compelling, annoyed, I love it when she gets snappy like this, okay. As the compelling, annoyed detectives in my case, something had to falsify documents and lower his gun for me to see. And lower his gun for me to see? No, and lower wore his gun for me to see. Okay, so I think she's talking about that video. I am sure you are familiar with, after watching all my something highly misconstrued, over 30 million views just on one site, interviews. Okay, so she's seen this. I mean, y'all, the way she's citing the views, and again, it's, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's so funny. She's got 30 million views on YouTube. It doesn't surprise me, right? Or TikTok, whatever it is. But listen to how she talks about herself. Okay. In which they both repeatedly attempted to feed me their incorrect, incomplete, hypothesized opinion by stating to me, everyone has their limits at the seemingly endless point of perpetuality. I mean, y'all, she's really on a bender here. Of nonsense and lawlessness still growing. And I very much want to advance to the next level. What? And I probably could be saying some of this wrong, and I very much want to advance to the next level after ongoing 5 years now. A genuine concern limit has been reached. Yeah, we've all been saying, Sarah. Why am I still not being included in my case? How much more of my care and self is being added hourly, especially after this letter gets loose to the internet? I mean, this is like the fact that I'm reading this is just insane. Increasing the mass infection and destruction of my hopes to have a fair trial. Anything fair. My side foremost, and wondering now if my attorney drank the punch like everyone else. Oh, she's saucy. She's saucy. I mean, y'all, again, the fact that she's like talking about 30 million views, this, that, and the other, I mean, she legit thinks that she is a superstar. And yet this is a major rambling, like incomplete sentence. Like, this is like, she might have been hiding that toilet wine in the jail. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong page. Here we go. Okay. Let's scroll down. All aforementioned reasons and so many more for this letter to be written, hoping to deter some of the unfair, one-sided finger-pointing of corruption and malpractice being directed at me only by there in the justice system, who are trying to deflect the shame and shock from me, fearlessly challenging the status quo. And it must be so because it's in my face on the computer at the same time on my boob tube television. Brainwashed, ignorant followers of disbelief, conformity, and greed, trying unsuccessfully to make my life by character assassination seem worse than theirs. No two, when anyone points their finger, one, it's something, and two, three, point back at you. How many tried to see? Yeah, I think she's like inebriated when she's writing. This doesn't make, like, I mean, I see what she's saying, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make, like, this is, even for Sarah, this is weird. Her other letter seemed way more like, here's this, here's this, here's this. This is like, whoa. She had turned up. Okay. It's almost like she's like kind of losing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been in there for a while. And again, just, I mean, you would think that she was just plucked from obscurity, had nothing to do with this crime. Okay. Put the stone down, as there will be no casting of anything today. Except maybe for the role of my part for all the pre-conclusion documentaries and crystal ball Oh, I wonder if she's referencing that channel. Real life something of the true crime incorrectly formulated from everyone supposedly knowing me and judging who they think I am. What really happened is going too futuristically. Okay, whoa. She clearly has people connection. And again, I don't know how much access she has to the internet, like to this degree, but clearly she is watching and knows about all this kind of stuff, right? I mean, come on. Okay, so then she says, remember, 3-point back. Soothsaying is not a real job. To sum it up in the words of my attorney after I told her to Google me, she stated, there's a lot. Oh, yeah. So this is the other thing, too. Not only does she think she's famous, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, famous, you know what I mean? Like, famous, whatever. And oh, Jenny, thank you for the super chat. Jenny says, I wish we could put her in a cell with Lori and Ruby and charge for live cam subscriptions. We would get so rich. I mean, honestly, we would. Like, if the jail wanted to privately monetize and like whatever, y'all, this is what they would do. They would start pairing up. It could be like Letitia and Jodi Arias, Letitia and Lori, Suitcase Sarah, and so on and so forth, and literally just rake in the memberships 100%. Please hold. But she told her attorney, can you imagine how cocky she is in the meetings where she's like, look, just Google me. Cannot roll my damn eyes hard enough. The attorney's just like, girl, this is not the flex you think it is, okay? Oh, and who's it? Somebody just said something about the warden. She's sitting there talking about, I want the warden down here now. You tell him Sarah Boone called for him. Oh, thanks, Sana. I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you. Yeah, Leslie says, if she represents herself, I'm traveling to Florida and smuggling as much popcorn as I can. We are going together. We are going together. Okay, here we go. Sorry. To sum it up, in the words of myself, the defendant stated to my attorney after she stated that to me, when can I see, how much longer do I have to wait, or how many attorneys must be withdrawn for me to be included in my case, and be included more than the world presently is. This is my case in every aspect. See, all my aforementioned ongoing 5-year questions, I'm still waiting on for answers. It doesn't matter if they answer them. This is what drives me crazy. She always changes the goalpost. Okay, here's where she goes on the attorney. So it wonders why they leave. Okay. Also, I want to make it known that I walked out of my last attorney. Oh, no, all right, I'm sorry. Also, I want to make it known I walked out on my attorney in our last meeting due to her unwanted, uninformative, unprofessional, snotty attitude and her untruthful answer to my questions and beyond. Did she say the retarded, vicious circle we enter every time we meet? What? Is a waste of time, and I'm saying that being in jail with supposedly endless amounts of, how she treats me is extremely prejudiced, hostile, and unconcerned. So she's saying that that's what the attorney said. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but even for Sarah, this is like unhinged, right? I mean, and listen to the way she's going off on her. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Okay, where'd she go? Okay. Let me chew this up real quick. So good. Okay, she is very frustrating. Now she makes a list. Number 1, to balk or defeat in an endeavor. To undo. Oh my God. She is not writing definitions. She is writing some kind of definition. So she says she is very frustrated, underlined with a dash, to balk or defeat in an endeavor, to induce feeling of insecurity, discouragement, or dissatisfaction, to bring to nothing. What? Yeah, this is okay. So much I presented my solution in order to coexist with and work together in a hopeful, progressive, positive, appropriate manner. I added pretend judge to our interactions so she could calm down and ease up on her condescension, offensive demeanor, and obvious prejudgment. She seems like everyone else, not to remember I am innocent until judged otherwise. Is she saying that in the meeting she would pretend that there was a judge there? Yo, she's unhinged. This is insane. I mean, I can't, but this is crazy. Thank you, Aaron. This is crazy. Maybe I'm reading this wrong or something. I don't know. Okay, let's scroll down some. She treats me as if I am not. After my introduction and explanation for with pretend judge in the room or on the phone, what? I am trying to help her understand how she is making herself extremely unwelcoming. What is the pretend judge? I can't. I mean, I'm just trying to imagine on the phone if she's like, hello, lawyer. Now, I just want you to know that we're going to pretend the judge is in the room, and I want you to talk to me like the judge is here. Hello, judge. I mean, is that what she's doing? Am I reading the... I mean, am I reading this right? You know the judge is talking about immediate turtle suit. Immediate turtle suit on this one. She's going to mess around and find herself in a damn turtle suit after this letter. Okay. She's going to be shackled and chained down for the next damn hearing she has. But isn't this in line? Because remember, like, if you listen to her talking about what her and George were doing the night that she killed him, allegedly she killed him, and she's like, we painted and we made puzzles, and they're like very childlike stuff. And now she's talking about like make believe with her attorney. I mean, there's something. This is like she is like so wow. Okay, Aaron. First of all, thank you, Aaron. Aaron says she's trying so hard to sound smart in this book that she's written, but it's definitely the exact opposite. Oh, 100%, 100%. Totally agree with you. Turtle soup, I know, right? Well, maybe they'll have turtle soup too. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. When in front of a real judge and in the courtroom is how she should treat me, her client. Oh my God. At all times. I should not have to invent pretend judge in order to be, and am not at all wrong for wanting to be respected, no matter the outcome. I am innocent until adjudged otherwise. Oh yeah, she's absolutely off her rocker. I mean, the ego is insane. My attorney, everyone should be fair, unbiased, trustworthy, honest, supportive, informative, protective, automatically and effortlessly. People are also human, you know what I'm saying? And that's what she doesn't understand. It's like she literally thinks she's like jailhouse royalty. And it's like, honey, it's just, you're in there for murder. Okay, let's, and this isn't like it's not really a question of if you did what they're showing. It's a question of why. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anyways. Okay. I should feel secure, highly confident, proud in her representing my life. I do not and have said to her many times regarding her something mental disbelief in me and my care, which I believe contributes greatly to her amicable attitude towards me. I am hoping by this letter she will pick up the sword of injustice and fight alongside, not against me, as so many unmotivated, overwhelmed, weak attorneys prior who something ungracefully and crept away from the battlefield unsuccessful. I cannot, y'all. I don't know if this is legal for the judge to do. Like, if he could take this letter home the night that she handed it to him. Like, imagine sitting around the kitchen table. Like, if he was, like, sitting around the kitchen table and was, like with his wife, like, look at this letter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you're allowed to do that. But, like, just imagine the conversation would take place, right? I mean, this is insane, okay? Like, this is another level. I mean, oh, my God. Loretta says just call her Letitia. Oh my God, to me this is really showing the level of, this is the most unhinged letter, because before, again, there was like this, like, she almost wrote better with like better sentence structure. This one's so unhinged and so rambling. I'm like, Laura says, Paul, my in-law is visiting. I'm upstairs, hiding upstairs, watching, laughing thoroughly. I hope you're having a good time. All right, here we go. So, my case equals bizarre, equals unknown, equals different, equals ignorance, equals misunderstood, equals unfair. It's like a damn slogan. She's coming up with damn taglines and slogans for her case, damn hashtags. She's coming up with damn hashtags. But what she doesn't also understand is that it's like, girl, people, it's like, people, she might think that she's super famous like this, but it's like, I mean, like, after we do this here, we'll go about it and it'll be in the back of our minds, but you forget about it and you go on. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and I know it's her life, it's her world, it's all she has to think about. I get that, you know, but it's the grandiose for me. Okay. This doesn't mean my case can't equal success and innocence and in more than one way. While everyone continues to ring their bells of malevolence, I am ringing mine of hope, honor, plausibility, boldness. Listen, I am not a murderer. The justice system should equal fair, faith, trust, respect, innocent until and if adjudged otherwise. 3-point back, Sarah Boone. Confused? Cat meme. Yes, thank you. Y'all, what does that even mean? What does confused cat meme mean? Does she really, like, okay, you know how on the computer when you type something out and it says that? Does she really? It's a, yeah. So Upstate Chillin says, is there such a thing as a fever letter? Girl, 100%. You just, if there isn't, you just invented it. It's this letter, okay? Y'all, this is crazy. Yeah, she got a hold of a damn thesaurus. This is insane. The cat meme thing, it's the cat meme part for me. Okay, now there's more, so let's see what else she put in here. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't draw the cat meme. Maybe by the next letter we'll be at the point of, like, drawing the memes out and the emojis. Confused cat meme? Yes, thank you. Oh, she thought she ate with that. Okay, she was like, there ain't no damn crumbs left on this table right here now. Clean damn table. Okay, June 4th, 2024, video visit, 12 minutes. Okay, now some of this stuff, and like, if we get into stuff that's like boring, we're going to skip through it. But, well, you know what I'm saying, we'll to get to the good stuff, but we'll keep going. So June 4th, 2024, video visit, 12 minutes. In addition to my previous letter intended for hand delivery on 6/7/24 at my status hearing, today my attorney made a video visit to go over everything I've been asking her for, and have also sent to her personally in 2 letters, 5/20 through 5/25, all in the public video visitation box, where on both sides of me, less than 5 inches away from my visit, other inmates were having their visits also. Okay, now here's this. Let me just say this. You see how much better written this letter is, and how to the point and concise, like, that paragraph was, like, boom, 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 compared to what we just read. You see what I'm saying? Like, massive difference here. So, yeah, okay. I've explained to my attorney numerous times previously in writing and verbally that despite the noise level, I do not in any way feel comfortable having in-depth private meetings regarding my entire criminal case on the visitation box where there is no privacy whatsoever, and held in an open bay dorm with more than 62 other interested all-ears inmates. Now, on this part right here, I can kind of understand what she's saying if that's truly the case. I don't really believe much of what comes out of her mouth, but I cannot fully participate at all from the entire dorm, officer included, trying to participate also in my case. As always, my attorney did not listen or care after I repeatedly tried reminding her of my unsecure environment. Barking at me, I can listen or not, still going over speaking and not at all allowing me to respond. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, so say her attorney's like, maybe the attorney's coming up with like some kind of information that's not like super secretive or whatever, and it's like, girl, look, here's this is what's going on. And Sarah's probably like, no, look, we're gonna need Secret Service in here, we're gonna need red carpet, don't you know who I am, kind of a thing. Okay. After repeating to her over and over and over while she's beginning to speak louder and over me, I can just see this interaction. Still to please schedule an in-person meeting where all can be discussed further privately with no success of being heard, I disconnected the visit telephonically. She uncooperatively. She is impossible. See previous letter or ask her for a copy of the 2 I sent her. I was trying to remedy or lessen before sending this to you, Your Honor, and not having to include, now it's a race to the pulpit. My question, please, who acts like that and still be able to call themselves professional? The visitation box is primarily for family and friends to connect, and if some must from an attorney, reminders, notice, quick questions, not high-level confidential case information. She, like other former attorneys who always blame their dysfunctions on me, said, you don't like the answer I give you? What answer? See page 1, 2, and 3. Okay, y'all, this whole part right here where she's gaslighting the gaslighting, this is like the final boss of gaslighting, okay? This is insane, right? It's like this is the part with her that's just unhinged, but it's just like with Daryl Brooks, and I mean, I'll refer to him 1,000 times while I talk about this case. She more and more is resembling him. Please hold. Or, I'm sorry, hold please. Okay, hold on, please hold. Here we go, thank you. I'm not the problem, except, I mean, again, this right here, and the bowl type, I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem, except that I want to and should be treated fairly, with respect, acting more professional than the paid. What? Than the paid. I've been doing this for over 40 years, professional, okay? After so long and all experience, common courtesy, customer service, and listening skills should have been acquired. I love the fact that she put customer service in there. You know that the judge read this. You know that the judge read this without any other questions asked. He was like, yes, I will let you get off of this case. She's looking for some damn customer service skills. I'm telling you, she's in her mind, she is talking to the manager of the courtroom. That is all that she knows the judge as, is the manager of the courtroom. Okay. Imagine her crocked on a Tuesday afternoon in the Publix across the street when she was out. Imagine her there. What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. Okay, where is... Wait, hold on. Hush. Hush. There's nobody here. Hush. That's just... No. Hush. We have doggy drama. Please hold. Hold on. It sounds like somebody's outside with a bike on the sidewalk or something. I'm in an apartment complex right now, and it sounds like somebody's on the, like, outside the door here doing something, and the dogs are like, we don't like it, we don't like that. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry about that. They wanted to be sane. That's how they want to be sane. Okay, so so this is a good zinger. The customer service. Okay, all attorneys, do you remember why you even wanted to be one? Remind yourself. Now, she acts like she sits on the damn throne of perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the thing that I'm just like, girl, seriously? Anyways, no one listens, and it works in everyone's favor but mine that I am a murderer stuck in jail, so they can pin on me their uninterested, unmotivated, hopeless, they're gonna believe me over her haughty attitude. Again, she says this with the nastiest attitude. I am not wrong for not thinking less of myself, because everyone else has and does. This present attorney foremost. The justice system expects me and other inmates, aka clients, to accept its subpar, nonchalant, hypocritical, next on the list attorneys they keep aimlessly throwing darts for and malappointing, praying they don't withdraw. What? I have not fired any attorneys appointed in my case. For me, expecting the highest equal standards possible for wanting the absolute best outcome in my preposterous, mismanaged case. I mean, y'all, you can't make this up. You straight up cannot make this up. I mean, again, I'm not trying to say, we already know that her and George's relationship was toxic. There's stuff going on, right? Imagine the torment that she put her ex-husband through, probably her child, George, obviously. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is insane. This is insane. Nefertiti says, thank you. Nefertiti says, let's all make it official today. The Karen is dead and long live the Sarah. May she reign forever. I mean, seriously. She really has to outdone herself. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. What did I do? Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, sorry. Okay, where are we? Okay. And representing myself is not an option. Oh, my God. Please, Sarah, we really want you to. As both judges have now threatened me from being outspoken and intelligent in all my observations of the ongoing abuse I am and have experienced. Okay. I have no new experiences from it always being the same. Blame Boone. That's y'all. Blame Boone. We might need a damn coffee cup. So many coffee cups from this. Blame Boone. I refuse to be something and wanting respect. No matter who everyone thinks I am. Clarity, inclusion, honesty, and professionalism. She says this professionalism, I mean, her expectations are so high, but this is the thing you often see with people like her, with like this condition, whatever that might be, right, is their bar is so high for others they can never deliver it themselves, right? It's like they can never do that. She would never give the same energy that she expects. Okay. And another great reason not to have my case meetings on the public visitation box is my personal confidential inmate information, such as my visitation list with names, etc., my interactions with inmates and officers, what I eat, when, and my personal jail calls also being thrown online. For what? To hate me more? Or try to get others to because I don't eat breakfast, or because I know some Latin, have short hair, my penmanship is nice, or because I'm not getting fat and sleeping all day, but rather fully applying myself, fighting still, making everyone upset from not having to fabricate something, splice, edit. The world apparently knows all. What's next? How many times I go to the bathroom and what function I perform? No one knows anything nor seems to want to from being comfortable in their corruption and stirring and something to be on top with ratings, web hits, and money. My case details, if anyone forgot, and if you think about it, all that keeps getting plastered and plagiarized, posted and poked fun at about me, it's all in my favor, proving myself right about all the mindless lemons, something the justice system advantageously abusing and profiting from everything in my case before my trial and before I've seen. Please be sure to read my attachment for Prop Rule 3.220, restricting disclosure. Am I the only one who thinks of these things? I mean, wow. I mean, yeah, she's like, she thinks that she is like an industry. In her world, like, okay, like, you know how you can say like Taylor Swift is an industry within herself? This is Sarah Boone thinks she's an industry. And I mean, it's just like, you're part of that. And she probably knows, but I think this is literally just her. Okay. When can I win in anything? It's coming. I am not the problem. And if anyone were to slip on my side and have to experience, tolerate, deal with any of what I have and am, would barely be doing the same. Don't knock it till you try it. 3-point back. Race to the pulpit. Again, always Sarah. Okay, so far we have Blame Boone and 3-point back. 3-point back is becoming pretty, that one's pretty good. Okay. 3-point back. I mean, she really is, you know, she's pretty impressed with this, right? Okay. So, okay, we are on page, well, it's kind of mixed up for her, but on my side, we're on page 16 of 58. Okay. Okay, now, this is what we're going to do for this, y'all. This is like her writing case law down, like actual law like stuff or whatever, like the procedure. We're gonna kind of jump past this to her actual letter because this gets a little bit like and she goes into that, so we're just gonna bypass this part and let's just get past here. I mean, this is crazy that she is sending all this to the judge. And this is just her, again, this is just more of her writing like law stuff down. Every request for notice of deposition made by I mean, this is like, what? Why? I mean, okay, let's see if this that the individual shall have full pay. Okay, we're going to pick up here real quick. We're going to pick back up at American Declaration of Independence 1776. The fact that she's sending this to the judge is insane. Okay, this is insane. I don't even know what the man would say. I mean, the next court date, this is going to be him. I don't even know what to say. Okay. So, American Declaration of Independence. I can't believe she put it. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men deserving their just powers for the consent of the governed. Pardon me. Okay, now. Oh my God, y'all. I just want to read this. I didn't know that the Florida Constitution 2024 is this. I didn't know this. We, the people of the state of Florida, being grateful to Almighty God for a constitutional liberty in order to secure its benefits, perfect our government, ensure domestic tranquility, maintain public order, and guarantee equal civil and political rights to all, do ordain and establish this Constitution. Okay, interesting. Now, this is like a glossary of terms. She's going to define what a damn client is. All attorneys have a client. Oh. Attorney-client privilege. Y'all, the audacity. Zealous advocacy. I'm kidding y'all. She's just writing terms down. Attorney misconduct. Duress. Habeas corpus. Why is she writing this for the judge? This is just more of her equal protection of the law. Okay, this is just more of her definitions, her glossary, interrogations. What? Why? She's got a damn map. She's got a map. Hold on. Publicity, exploitation, and saturation. What? United States map page 1. Okay. Each star is a state where I have no. Oh my. Okay, y'all, hold on. Let's read this and let's go back and look at the map. Okay. Y'all, she's got a map. Oh my God. Okay. We're gonna read the little definition that she puts and then go back and look at it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so publicity, exploitation, and saturation. United States map, page 1. To date, each star is a state where I have received correspondence via mail or message regarding my current criminal case. World map, page 2. To date, each star is a continent where I have received correspondence via mail or message regarding my criminal case. The number grows daily. Most all letters and messages are available for review and understanding of the impact of my case, details being made readily available on the global internet, creating wrongful ignorance, hate, and massive prejudice before my trial. We're going to go back out to the map, but let me just get down here a little bit. The defendant in my case have not yet ongoing 5 years fully reviewed or even seen all of my case details. Everyone in the world has already had the opportunity to do so themselves. Hold on. Okay, before we keep going, because she's gonna go. Let's go back up here now that we did it, and we'll finish reading that in a second. I want to go back and look at the map. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, is there a way? Okay, let me make sure that this looks the same for y'all. Okay. Now, let me get back to it. Okay, so she's saying, and let's just do this for a minute. And let me make sure. Yes, okay. So she's saying that the stars, there is a star in North Carolina, but it is not me, I will assure you, represent states that she has received. So Wyoming has not written her, okay? Montana has not. So Jeffree Star hasn't written her. The Montana boys haven't written her. Oregon has not written her. New Mexico has nothing. Nebraska, North Dakota, Iowa. You know what's funny? I just realized this looking at this, and this is really ignorant on my part. For whatever reason in my mind, I always thought Iowa was around Washington and Oregon. I had no idea it was that close. I don't know why I thought it was over there. It's just been a long time since I've looked at the map like this. That's crazy. Okay, so Tennessee hasn't sent anything. Alabama, Mississippi, Kentucky, no, they don't care. They don't want to hear from her. They don't have anything to say. So she's not as famous as she thinks. Now, you see up there, like kind of between Manitoba and Ontario and Canada, she's got a little bit of a letter. She's got a little fan base up there. She's going a little bit viral up there. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see her. Did she Texas? Yeah, Texas. Yeah, Texas had a little something to say to her. Arkansas. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Okay. That's Idaho. Wait, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. No, because you know what makes me think. So when I talk about Iowa, it was always a dream of mine to go to the Iowa Writers Workshop, and so in my mind I was like, oh, it's around Washington. And so looking at it, I'm like, it's right over there. Not that it's like in my backyard, but you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm kind of blown away by this. Anita says, I speak for Tennessee. We say hell no. I mean, seriously. Old Soul, thank you. Old Soul says, I hope everyone is taking notes. There's going to be a quiz at the end. Amen. Okay, let's go look at the world map now. Let's see where she's famous over there. Well, hold on. Let's rotate it around. Okay, so this is where she's saying the continents that she has heard from. Oops. So obviously North America, South America, North America, Canada, well, continents, but there's only. She made it out like. I mean, y'all help me out here. I only see 2 stars. No, I see other ones. Okay, so she's heard from somebody over in like the United Kingdom. It looks like what is this, like Japan area? Is that it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything up here? Greenland? Australia? Africa? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So okay. So let me do this. Let me shrink this back down to 80. Let me go kaboomy, 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 kaboom. Oh wait, let me get to the writing. Hold on. That's why it's throwing me off. I'm like, well, I want to go back. Okay. Let me go and catch up with y'all's comments real quick. So, yeah, y'all, I don't know. She's so great. I don't know what to say. Timbuktu dropping the ball. Ruby says Timbuktu dropping the ball. Vibe says South Pole. Too Tired says I'm having flashbacks to middle school social studies. I know, me too. We heard me talking about I was right there. Isn't it like crazy the things we forget or whatever? Wampo says who TF talking to Sarah Boone from Korea? Wampo says Kim Jong-un is Boone's personal or favorite pen pal. I mean, we do have to question, right? Yeah, right. And Huma says she has a lot of countries she needs to work harder. She needs to work harder on 100%. Dwayne says when Sarah leaves the earth, we'll say lock that dang gate. Amen. Yeah, like we need to. And Jenny says, can you imagine some random in North Korea just smoke without a letter? It's just, and it's the crazy to carry this crazy on. Oh my god, I know, right? Oh my god. Okay. Whew. Let's keep going. Wait, hold on. I'm messing up. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we did that. So again, today each star is a state where I've received correspondence. Today each star is a continent where I've received correspondence. Okay, so we read all this. Let's get back down. Okay, the continuation of the obvious exploitation allows the world to keep pressing their incorrect, presumed unfair theater or something. Ideas, accusations, forcibly insinuating I committed criminal acts. My present attorney said it is not necessary to receive a court order I've been trying to obtain to download my case information to apply from the OCO tablet. My former attorneys are withholding some of my case contents I have supplied to them, and which have been deemed lost. Many other items have been returned, not to myself, but to the next attorney, which have been unable to be located to date. I am missing innumerable case items, which I continuously requested to be returned and obtained without success. Okay, so y'all, this is absolutely crazy, okay? Oh my god. The fact that she's like the insinuating of that I've done criminal stuff, it's like, girl, again, I just go back to the suitcase, right? I'm sorry, to the video. I'm just like, she wants the suitcase. Hey, Ruby says she wants the suitcase back. Yeah, she probably does, y'all. Nefertiti says she would have received a letter from Putin, but the sanctions over Russia are still in place. In her world, she would. In her world, she would. She probably is going to bitch about that, right? Okay, let me get back over here. My recent attorney said, okay, wait, I already did that. Okay, hold on. So for context, we're on page 43 of 58. So a majority, like a chunk of this, is her little dictionary. Please hold. Okay. Okay, where are we at? Okay, here we are. Oh my god, no. Okay, so she's going to do another thing here. Invasion of privacy, Supreme Court wrongful conduct, appropriation, intrusion. So let's skip through this because this is just more of her definitions. Okay, let's read this one though. Invasion of privacy, fair light, publicizing some matter to create a fair and harmful impression. I'm going to hold my thoughts. Fair light is both a theory of invasion of privacy and in some jurisdictions an independent cause of action. Pardon me, and you know what? Oh wait, they're not in here. Arising when a person gives publicity to a matter concerning another person that places the victim before the public in false light. She's literally trying to make herself out to be a victim. And in her world, she is a victim of this. That would be highly offensive to a reasonable person. To a reasonable person is a key ingredient here. When the person's giving or creating the publicity either had knowledge of the false light that would result in whatever reckless disregard of the falsity of the publicized matter, or the false light in which the other would be placed. In order for the state to claim for false light invasion of privacy, the person needs not phone something to prove that they have been defamed. Rather, it is enough that they are given unreasonable and highly objectionable publicity that attributes to their character, conduct, or beliefs that are false, and so, if placed before public in false position. Here's the thing, and the fact that she's just putting this in here, to me, that here, and I guess this is what I have a hard time wrapping my mind around. Because, and again, now there could be channels out there that are doing crazy stuff, or not just channels, but reporting it, whatever. Because to me, you don't really have to make anything up with her. You just have to, almost like this: Sarah presented a letter to the judge. We're gonna read it. That's all. Now, I'm obviously, like me personally, I'm making funny jokes along the way, and it kind of writes itself. But that's where I'm like, what is she talking? Like, she doesn't understand that she is her own worst enemy. She is doing this to herself. And also, one thing that I'm trying to wrap my mind around is she thinks she's a victim. She thinks that she is the victim in this scenario. Indie Girl says they should only give her 5 pieces of paper a month. I mean, I agree. She would save those 5 up. She'd be trading out honey buns for other people's paper. You name it. She would be trading stuff off. Mary Rose says narcissists always think they are the victim. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's what's so infuriating, because here's another thing too. So with Daryl Brooks, where that was and I'm not trying to say that, I'm not trying to compare and be like, oh, his case is horrible, but the way that he got up there and talked to the victims and the things that he said, I mean, he was running children down, right, and elderly, he ran through a Christmas parade, and the way he got out there and made a mockery out of it was shocking. I have no doubt that Sarah will do the same to George, right? She'll get up there and do the same type of stuff. Yes, there are some complexities with this case that are a little bit different, but it doesn't change the fact that she killed this dude, right? I mean, allegedly, obviously, but I mean, it was on a video on her phone. This is what the disconnect with her. It's astounding. But Daryl Brooks thought he was a victim. She thinks she's a victim. Letitia thought she was a victim. Lori thought she was a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes on and on and on. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, where are we at? I will say the way she wrote that's word up here, publicity, exploitation, and saturation, is kind of, it's a neat font. Now, she just keeps going on. Wait, no, let's do this right here. Okay. Let's read this because she's making it personal, this whole thing. She did the definition. Now she's making it like about her case with the underlying stuff to go with it. My personal individual criminal cases being advantageously exploited and abused from all of my significant life-saving suppressible case details. Evidence, proof being illegally obtained by coercion, trickery, duress, confusion, and without my permission, in any form, written or verbal, to anyone. Then broadcasted, distributed, hand-delivered to the entire planet, states, countries, continents, containing all of my potential jurors, causing an irreparable, erroneous falseness, greatly tainting my jury pool altogether by forcibly attributing heavily influenced, incorrect, inappropriate motives, theories, and ideas. Y'all, the one thing I did leave out is she should have done a map of the planets and been like, the little star are the planets that I've heard from. Uranus being one of them. Imagine if she trolled the core. Imagine if she trolled the core and she did the solar system and the only one with a star was Uranus. The whole 58-page letter would have been completely worth it if she did that at the end of it. I can't. Oh, okay. Oh, Lord, I've worked myself up into a hot flash. Oh, I've worked myself up into a hot flash. Okay, let's keep going. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Okay. This obvious exploitation and invasion of my privacy is creating unnecessary, unlawful oppression, depleting all of my entitled, that's the key word here, opportunities to be given a fair, proper, successful conclusion of my case. Let me scroll down. A something prejudgment has already been made unfairly against me from the undeniable violations of my constitutional rights and due process of law, as a result of my entire case and personal life being publicized globally before my rightful trial, which lawfully, ethically should be without disadvantage and free from all partially deceitfulness and dishonesty made from said evident exploitation. You know what I'm thinking now that I'm looking at this letter? I think it was like a Mad Libs that maybe somebody filled out and left the underlying things blank and like sold it for like a honey bun or a noodle cup, and she just filled it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, thank you, Mr. Pinto, I appreciate it. Like, I think that this is a Mad Libs, right? Y'all remember what Mad Libs are? Okay, where we go? Here we go. Okay, so we're on page. Oh my God, no. Oh, she's doing her citations. Yep, there's a damn dictionary. Take the dictionary away from her immediately. So definitions collected from Law Library, Merriam-Webster's Dictionary, Smart Communications Tablet. Oh my God. Exploitation. This is, again, it's the thinking that it's either she wants the judge to know that she knows what these words mean. I don't see the point in this. We're just going through this part. She really put in some work on this. I mean, she deserves like a honey bun or something for all this, right? I mean, my God. Like, they haven't studied law their whole... That must be so... Freedom of... So, she knows what a FOIA is. Oh, that's a... Okay, that's a... The majority of this is definitions. Now, here's the thing that must be... Hold on, let's get back up. Now, okay, so now look at this handwriting, all this. Let's do this real quick. See all this? See all that? Now let's go all the way back up to the beginning. Now, she has that kind of neat font that she does. Then we get into this. It's just a little bit different. A little bit sloppy. A little bit wild. See the difference? Just ever so slightly. This is a little bit more on point. I'm just lost. I mean, oh my God. Oh my God, okay. Y'all. So here's the thing. A couple of things. First of all, how infuriating does it have to be for these judges, these attorneys, and people like that when they deal with the Sarahs and the what's his name, Daryl Brooks? Like, they've been doing this for a long time. They know this, and like they're having someone like Sarah send them legal definitions and wanting to have, you know, meeting after meeting after meeting over it. And I guess, and even that, it's like, okay, look, I get it. We're gonna go, hey there now. I understand that, you know, again, I'm not trying to say, oh, because they're a judge or an attorney, then, you know, they can do no wrong. I mean, absolutely not, right? We've seen this before. But it's like, pardon me, the level that she's going to, it's like this condescending thing that she's doing. Shimmerlights, thank you. Did Sarah get legal advice from Letitia's sandwich? I heard it talks. I think she might have. Zan says they're laughing their asses off just like us. 100%. You know the conversations that they have to have when they go home at night or behind each other they are absolutely dying over this, right? I mean, it's just... Adventurer's Life says the judge probably reads it to his wife in the evenings. It's comedy gold. I mean, it writes itself. It really, really is. Wait, so hold on. I want to put this up here. So Maria says, hold on, it's going to go away. Where's my little thing? Okay, Maria says, it's like a thing in law and debate. You agree on definitions and then you can argue and debate. It's like half the law is defining law by definition. It's honestly very similar to the sovereign citizen. This, and I agree with you. This is the thing that she seems to also be going down, is she seems to be going down like a little bit, thanks Alexandra, of a, what do you call it? How do you say it? The sovereign citizen. Like that kind of stuff. Again, the Daryl Brooks thing, that stuff like we saw of like, I'm going by these laws over here. You know what I mean? Like that type thing. And again, here's the other thing. Just like the way that she's going on about like these documents like this getting out, it's like that's how the laws are for, like here in America, like what do you call it? Freedom of Information Act. You know what I mean? So like a lot of this stuff gets put out there. You know, do I see that there's, thanks for gifting the memberships, Michelle. Do I think that there's a point that she has? Yes, definitely. I think that the way that over here in America we can like put all this stuff out there can be a little bit like, okay, and then you expect to find a untainted jury pool. I get that argument 100%. But it is what it is over here, right? It's like she's arguing it. And Shimmerlight says she is sovereign light. Yes, 100%. She's diet sovereign. She'll be full blown by the time we get up there. Wait, do I do that? Okay. I thought I turned this off. But it's like she's trying to argue this thing that, you know what I mean? It's not happening. It's like, girl, you need to move past this. It is what it is. You're not going to change the Constitution. It's not going to change. So this is where we're at. You can be frustrated and voice that, but quit, sucking up all your time with it. And then the most disappointing thing to me, I think, was her talking about, I don't want to represent myself, because I thought that's where this was headed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where she wants to go other than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because with all this and all these lawyers and stuff, and them leaving and this and the other, what else does she want? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, is that the end goal here? I just don't, I don't get where she's wanting to go with this. Please hold. Yeah, Mamie Bell says she's edging sovereign, but also wants her lawyer to buy her BS. Yeah, 100%. So that's where I just get confused where she wants to go. And again, like this whole thing of like over and over and over and over with the same thing, and then because this is, again, I've said this 100 times, but I think what's going on is she'll ask for something, and the lawyer either in the beginning got it for her, or it's not of interest, or whatever, and then she gets it, and it's like, oh, but I wanted it in this way, and then when they get it that way, oh, but I wanted it in this way. It's just like what we saw Daryl Brooks do, where they constantly change the goalpost. It will never be right, because the thing is once they get the answer, they don't like the answer. So they have to change it around a little bit. And Ann, thank you for the super chat. And Ann says she doesn't want to rep herself, but she will go on the stand. Oh, 100%. She's got a story to tell, and we are going to listen to it, right? She's going to force us to listen to it. Same thing that she probably did with George. Can you imagine? Can you imagine coming home at the end of the day, and Sarah is what you're walking home to, walking into the door, who she's probably drunk, and has got something to tell you. Something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, come on. Kim says, and thank you for the super chat, Kim. Kim says, thank you, Paul, for your beautiful story and being such a kind. I look forward to you more than you can know. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And Kathy, thank you. I appreciate that as well. Pardon me. So that's just where I just don't understand. Now, here's the thing, too. Little Miss Sarah's going to be up for a rude awakening when George's family gets on that stand. Because remember, she said that his family hated her and called her the White Devil. I can't imagine why. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's like one of those things where, yes, there seems to be some documented evidence that things were sketchy between her and George, right? Going both ways, okay? Get it, got it, good, okay? You cannot bypass, no matter what, in the video, he is in there begging to be let out. He's suffocating. She's not in harm's way in that moment by him. And then the whole thing of she going up there and passing out, it's just, she doesn't seem to, acknowledge that video. And you would think, and this is my thing, and I want to guarantee you this, she thinks she can talk her way out of that video. Same thing she tried to do when they showed it to her in the interrogation thing, right? She probably thinks she can talk her way out of it, because notice she doesn't mention it at all. And it's like she's still, like, that's like the elephant in the room, right? I mean, obviously, it's a video of her crime being committed. Yeah, because she also didn't seem to understand when it was going down. Like, remember in the interview, if you watched it, where she kept the whole not intentional, she thought that because she didn't, well, allegedly, she didn't mean to go, up to the bed or whatever, that it's like, oh, well, okay, it's all fine then. And Michelle, thank you very much. And Michelle says, let me read it. Apparently, George's brother once fought George because he'd hit Sarah, but I'm sure they hate her now. Yeah, see, that's the thing. So there's all this like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it doesn't sound like, you know, he did some bad things to Sarah too. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this case is a little bit like there's this documented, you know, stuff between the two of them. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just, it's one of those things where, and she probably feels like she's probably also trying to paint herself. And I can't think of the name of the case right now, but you know, and I can't remember her name, but like a lot of these cases were women, and a lot of the times it's women, right? Most of the times, so that's why I'm saying that. I'm not trying to say that this doesn't happen to men as well. But where a woman is in a domestic situation where she cannot get away from the dude, and the only way to get out of it is literally to kill the dude, it's like going to be her or him, but maybe not in that moment. And they're starting to flip some of these laws to where, like, after that happens, they can get out of, like, they can reverse these convictions that they've gotten. I cannot think right now of the name of one case such that when you heard the case, you're like, he was going to kill her. Any day, this man was going to kill this woman, right? It was going to be him or her. You know, and so that's what she did. I'm pretty sure Sarah's trying to go with that route here, but it's like, yes, we get there was definitely some bad mojo going between, like, he, you know, he's done some things to you, but it wasn't, that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't in that level of danger of like, oh my God, it was this or that. Like, that wasn't going on at all. And yeah, Dominique says she was charged with assaulting him too. See, yeah, it's like a back and forth thing. So if Sarah tries to go this route, and again, I'm not saying she is, I don't know, but it's just, you know, it is what it is. I don't think that that's going to hold any water. Because, yeah, Amanda said, I don't think he would have killed her. I don't think so either. I just think that they would get drunk and probably beat up on each other. You know what I'm saying? And then, Donna, wow, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We needed some Krispy Kremes. I mean, amen, girl. I was going by there the other day. I was kind of in Holly Springs today, and I reminded, that's where I got those Dolly Krispy Kremes at. And I was like, oh. Jake, do you have anything to say?
Say hello. Hey. Hey.
This is Jake, everybody. Thank you, Donna. I really appreciate it. It was a good day. This is Oliver. He's bitter.
Say hello.
Oliver and Jake. So yeah. So I think that, yeah, I don't know. The neighbors. Hold on. Where did it go? The neighbors also heard them fighting that night. Oh, 100%. I bet so. Yeah. Yeah, she has. Hold on. Wait. Let me get back up here. Hold on. Where'd you go? Leslie says she has no chance for an intimate partner violence case. Yeah. I wonder if that's the direction she. Now, I don't know. I'm not some lawyer. I don't have privy information. I know just as much of this case as y'all do. Some of y'all might know even more. Obviously. Squinty Cat says it was a mutually abusive relationship. Yeah. See, I mean, that's you can see her behavior. You know, so, and again, I'm not trying to say that she's going to go with that, but I can 100% see her trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like, to use that as a defense or whatever. Because, again, the way that she acted over... Mary says, maybe George put himself in that suitcase to get away from the arts and crafts stuff she was forcing on him. I mean, honestly, that's the whole thing. So I'm kind of jumping around, just reading your comments, responding and whatnot. The whole thing, that the way she describes that evening, y'all, about arts and crafts and puzzles and this and that, it's so weird. And I don't believe any of it. Like, I think she's making all that up, right? Because remember how, like, the whole time she's describing this evening, she's like, it was a good day. It was a good day. We did arts and crafts. We did this. I'm like, no, I think you got crocked and y'all were both fighting. Like, that's what I think happened. I think that they got crocked and they were fighting. And then that's what they did. You know, or it's like, can you go back? Like, she is the type that if she was playing a board game with you, she would, like, strike you with pieces of the board game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they were coloring. They did all sorts of things. They watched movie trailers. They colored, arts and crafts. I mean, you name it, they did it. They did it, okay? So it's so bizarre, and that's why I don't believe any of it. I think that they were crocked and probably just doing. I think that was the routine. They probably drank a lot. Remember, she didn't even remember how much they drank. Yeah, she was drunk. She wasn't drunk. Yeah, right, Jenny. And she changed her story up so much. Because remember, they were like, well, we found these empty bottles. And I think, too, she just probably got blackout drunk and doesn't remember. Yeah, hide and seek. I mean, all sorts of stuff. Oh. Drawing on the walls. Yeah, Bo Peep says the interrogating officer saying back to her, "I'd hate to see a bad day," made me laugh so hard. At that part right there, okay, I absolutely love in that interrogation or that interview or whatever, towards the very end where they start wheeling their chairs closer and the female officer is like, okay, so is everything you said the truth or whatever? And Sarah still is like, it has not clicked to her. I mean, she brought that she already started off, remember she brought the list of stuff with her that she wanted to go over? Already she was starting in on this. I mean, and they were just like, oh my God, it only got worse. It only got worse. And that's the part. So remind me again, so let's revisit this part, y'all. So with her videotaping it multiple times, that was, okay, so two things. Her videotaping it and videotaping it multiple times. Like, because like, well, 10 minutes later, you did another short video. And then 5 minutes later, so it was like, shows the evidence that the suitcase is here, then it's over here. So this is probably when she's thrashing the suitcase around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But here's my question. Did we determine, I ask this every time we go over it because then I don't really think about it until we talk about it again like this. Did we determine, was she blackout drunk and forgot it was on there? Or did she think she deleted it and was trying to play it off like it wasn't on there? And then it was like, oh. Was there ever any like solid evidence pointing to one of those two conclusions, or maybe it was a little bit of all? Because the vibe that I always got from it is that she was blackout drunk and forgot that she recorded them. Blackout drunk. She wanted her engagement ring back, like that's her priority. Oh, I forgot about that. She was drunk, listened to it. Okay, I think she was too drunk to remember she recorded. Blackout, totally forgot it. I mean, yeah, the blackout, Dwayne says, I think she put Cameron, didn't know it. I think she knocked him out and put him in there, a drunk strain. Very well could have. Okay, just forgot, yeah. And then went upstairs. She had a full bladder. Yeah, because here's the thing. I know, I revisit that. Honestly, that interrogation on multiple levels. Number one, like just obviously there's the comedic part to it. Obviously there's the sweet justice of her getting arrested, but then watching the officers, like they were so amazing with her and so patient, but also just the way that they just like present that to her, and the whole thing too is the way that she gassed them up the whole time about, look at my phone. You're going to see it on my phone. And it's like, oh my God. Like when they sprung that on her, you know she was like, boom, boom, boom inside, right? She had to be. Yeah, Dominique says, why would you record it? That's the thing. I think that she was, because so the things that she was saying was she was like, F yeah. And remember how at first she was saying she wasn't drunk, but then the second she started talking that recorded thing, she was clearly like, she had a mouthful of marbles or whatever. I think that she was just like, that was the evil, that was the real Sarah right there. Obviously an inebriated version, but she probably is an angry drunk is my guess. And that's what was coming out. And she had him in a moment of power. And that's just what it was. And she was like able to do it. And then yeah, she went upstairs, probably slammed him around in that thing, didn't think twice about it, whatever, goes upstairs and probably she was probably passed out before her head hit the pillow. And then again, I can't fathom the death that man had. I mean, I'm just like trying to think of like when you're in a confined spot. I mean, hell, which at this point in time is me bending over trying to tie my damn shoes, right? I mean, that alone right there, I'm like, Yeah, her ex-husband said she was an angry drunk. Oh, 100%. 100%. You realize you're about to sober you up real good, 100%. Oh, yeah, Dwayne says, outside of her apartment, she first told police, I put him in the suitcase. When they repeated it to her, she said, no, he got in there. I mean, here's the thing, too. And yeah, I'd be curious how he got in. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me get it. Okay, thank you, Elaine. And Elaine says, people who have PD often don't have logical or organized thinking. Sarah, in my opinion, is a full-blown narcissist, and she got the best lawyer in the world, but it won't be enough for her. 100% agree, Elaine. 100% agree with you. Absolutely. You're right. She's angry when she's drunk and not drunk. Hold on. Mary says, I still chuckle that she thought police who knows she's well drunk would believe she spends her days playing puzzles and hide and seek. Yeah, and the day she described was so intricate. It was like such a complicated, long, intertwined day. I was like, girl, you've squeezed in so much stuff in this one afternoon that I'm just like, what? I mean, they just went from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. And it's like, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. George, hold on, hit his head because the suitcase went down. Yeah, that's fine. I think she threw him down the stairs. Whatever it was, somehow, some way he got in that suitcase. She probably threw him down those stairs, and then she was flipping it from side to side, whatever she was doing. And that's where he got these injuries. Because remember when they were like, he has these injuries, and she was like, I don't know. And they're like, well, tell us how she got them. You tell me and we'll both know. She's quick. She's quick with some of her stuff. Yeah, wasn't the actual cause of death suffocation? Oh yeah, I wonder too. So imagine her when she woke up and figured out that he was dead. There's no telling. Yeah, she probably got the Monopoly game out. She came up with the whole story. But clearly, I mean, like if you're... And here's the thing too. You would think that someone in that situation of that would sober up in jail, start to come to, go through, and we're talking about a 5-year period. At some point go through and be like, wow, yikes, like this, ouch, like this was not good, right? But she just, it's just buckled down even more. I don't know. So here's what we're gonna do, because I have to get ready to go, but I want to talk about a couple of like things besides Sarah real quick before we go. Coming up this week, basically homework, okay? I don't know if she was offered a plea deal, Carol. I would think she would be, but at this point, I don't think that she would take it. Okay, Leslie says as a result of the fall. Jay says borderline just was a terrible thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so a couple of things coming out this week. Like I said, tomorrow is my video on Paige Hannah. Paige Hannah was a business associate and friend of Jody Hildebrandt, Ruby Frankie. She did 3-part videos, 3 separate videos exposing her time with them or whatever. So her channel is called Under the Rug. So if you're interested, if you want to know context or whatever, that's what it is. Secondly, I'm gonna watch the Sherry Papini docuseries. I might start it tonight. Third, I'm talking about the things that I've heard the most from about. Thirdly is Tell Them You Love Me. Has anybody watched Tell Me You Love Me? Tell Them You Love Me on Netflix. Tell Them You Love Me on Netflix. I watched it last night. This is me watching it last night. Literally for an hour and a half. I was like, I mean, that was my face. That was my face the whole time. I'm like, what the F am I watching? And what was funny is this. I knew, because I've heard, like, people have emailed me and been like, Paul, will you talk about this, whatever? So I put it on. I did not, somehow, I was not I was able to not look up like what it was about, so I went into a total cold reading, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like a quarter of the way in, I started being like, I feel like I know where this is going, and I'm hoping that's not the direction that we're going in. You know, I was like, but maybe like something in the room, and then it went even further than I thought. And I was like, what are we watching? Okay, y'all, it's I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. So the quick 60-second version of it, without telling you too much, is it's this woman, she's a PhD. I can't remember if she's a psychologist or if she's a professor. That's what she is. So long story short, there's a dude who isn't getting his PhD. She's one of the teachers. He has a younger brother who has cerebral palsy, is nonverbal, all this type of stuff, right? Okay, so basically he goes to her, hey, you know, my brother has this situation. You showed a video that looks like this functional conversation, or I can't think of the name of it right now. It's a way that they basically, this thing of like helping nonverbal people talk, that type thing. Okay, so, whoops, yeah, hold on, sorry, please don't. There you go, sorry. I forgot I was up there. So basically, it's like this thing where they have like a thing with numbers, and like you would hold the, like, so if my, you know how it's a bit like you can't control their movements, so they would hold the elbow and like point, so it'd be like, is this a cat? And they would help them point. So basically this is what takes place, okay? So she starts doing this with this guy and basically falls in love with him and has an affair. And basically they're able to go back in the machine and get all the writings, and I don't want to give away too much of it, but you're just like there's no way this dude is saying these things that she's saying, right? Let me put it this way. You want a quick little 20-minute synopsis of it, go watch Dr. Grande's video on it. Yes, so Mary says the disabled man is 30 with the cognitive ability of a toddler. Yes. And then she is talking about he's saying this, that, and the other, and these things. Let's put it this way. Her ex-husband, who came out, said that she's a raging narcissist. She's out of prison. I'll just say all that. It is worth it. Literally, you're just like, your mouth is on the ground, okay? Yeah, Jenny says, using like a touchscreen communication device, but the people holding it can often consciously or subconsciously guide it like on a Ouija board. Yes, 100%, right? That's exactly. Yes, Lydia, yes. So Lydia says, do you catch them where they said those machines were manipulated? That's the thing. And yeah, and even in like Dr. Grande, he said, yeah, this basically is junk science, right? I mean, y'all, I was watching it, and like some of the stuff that she wanted you to think that he was saying, I was like, seriously? You want us to believe that? God bless this boy's mother and his brother for not jumping up over the table and just coming after this woman. It was just, again, a raging narcissist, you know, absolute insanity. But it's, I mean, when I say it's good, again, it gave Abducted in Plain Sight. Like that whole thing where you're just like, what am I watching? It was that. You know, Jenny says it was sad for the families that believed it were 100%. Because it's like, and again, I'm sure some people had like not bad intentions, like the assistants or whatever. But then other people, like a narcissist, to create like somebody who's unhinged getting a hold of this and like they can, manipulate this. It's not, this is what happens. Yeah, Sarah's in Orange County, I believe. Yeah, Lydia says it felt like she created a whole narrative in her mind, like a fairy story where she was so strong, a romantic tale of God knows what. Yeah, 100% Lydia. I think she fetishized his disability, his race, everything. I think it was like literally like a fetish sized thing or whatever, because her parents worked in those fields. And so she talked about like she had an interest in disabilities and the intersection of race and all these things, from an early age. And then here he comes. It was. I'm gonna watch it again before I make a video on it, just to like get more details or whatever. But there's that. And then if you've been following the Ruby and Jody thing, you have to go immediately watch Paige Hannah's thing, or my video will be out tomorrow. You can listen to me sum it up, but yeah, I was glued to that. Okay, so anyways, but I gotta run. So thank you everybody, and thank you Emily for holding down the chat room, and me. I do appreciate it. I hope you had a lovely day. I appreciate you, and thank you Derek as well. I appreciate y'all being here. And thank you everybody for joining the chat and going through the documents with me. I held off to go through them to come here and do this. So thank y'all very, very much. I greatly appreciate it. And that's it. I hope everybody has a wonderful Saturday evening. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And I will talk to you probably tomorrow in the comment section. Thank you everybody. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I love you, Sofa Squad. I will talk to you later. Alligator.